right. Hi, you guys. Can I say that I am so happy I took the time out to do this budgeting video to really finalize how much this trip came up to. When you're, when, let me say this, when you are just, oh my goodness, how can I say it? When you don't really know for sure how much something has come up to, how can you make a plan? You can't. You have to know. So that's why I like budgeting, but I will say this trip, if you want to see how the trip has turned out, how it started off and how it ended, two totally opposite stories, right? It should not have been this expensive, but at the same time, this trip turned out wonderful, wonderful. So let's just dig right into it. You guys know this right here is for like the airplane and the original cost of the original rental that we had rented out, but obviously we were unable to stay at. So the total trip came up to, well, let's just say $2,850. That's including everything, food and everything. I will say this, I did try to look up all-inclusive resorts for like this past week. And of course, some of them just said adults only. And I wasn't able to find other ones just yet. I was finding other ones before, like me and my niece, but I thought they were kind of pricey as well, and that did not include the flights. So I think we did pretty good, but I'll try. Of course, the dates are different now, right? So the amounts can vary, but I will still try and see about seeing if an all-inclusive would have been better. Okay, next time say, Candace, stop being so stingy. But no, you try to travel on a budget. Things would have worked out perfectly fine if we did have a stove and I was able to cook. We could have eaten out, but we didn't have to eat out at those different establishments. We could have ate with the locals, so the price would have been lower and so forth. But here we go. So this is just talking about these categories. We are not including this because this basically was already paid off on my credit card. So these are new charges on my credit card, okay? Between my Capital One Large and my Capital One Small. Most of it is on my Capital One Small credit card. The only thing that is on my Capital One Large credit card is this hotel difference between the hotel and the rental, $569.32. That is still on my Capital One Large, but for all purposes of the trip, I just used my Capital One Small credit card. It made life a lot easier when it came time to figuring out all of my bills, all of my expenses. I kept all of my receipts. I am that type of person that I will keep receipts, okay? I want to go back, make sure they did not overcharge me, change my tip on me and stuff like that. Yeah, because things can get crazy sometimes. So let's go over this. We're already bringing this balance down. Look at this, y'all. Bringing that balance down. So I had $146.13 on my Capital One Large credit card. So I did apply that to the account. Between my sinking fund, I mentioned to you guys before, my sinking fund, it's not my sinking fund, my emergency fund had a little cushion in there, but I was like, hey, if something comes up, I can use that cushion in my emergency fund, unless I don't want to go below 1,000. That's my thinking. I said, I don't want to go below 1,000 and we'll be good. So I had like $300 in there, and from my extra credit, extra income, between that and my extra income, I had $517. I made a payment to my Capital One Small credit card, And on my Capital One small credit card, I had $16.02 worth of credit card rewards on that card. So as of right now, tonight, and I think I have like an additional $7 I can apply. I have to check my account again. That brings my balance down to $1,168.88. Now, looking at that, I feel better. It once you know and you're knowledgeable, you can move forward and be at peace, right? And make a game plan. Now, I will say this, of course, I'm not working extra income after this week. I won't be working at Kohl's anymore. I put in my 2-week notice, so there's not going to be any extra income from there. Plus, I am signing up or applying for short-term disability. So at that, I also will not be working at Amazon. Now, to keep my job at Amazon still active, I will try to sign up at least once a month. I don't know how long I'm going to be out of work for on short-term disability. But with Amazon, if I do like a 2-hour shift, that at least keeps my badge active and just keeps me employed with Amazon as an alpha associate. So that won't be a lot of money either. So you guys, this is coming back to the game plan of not having extra income. How am I going to pay this down? I will be using this paper, okay, to keep track of everything. I like to keep you guys informed. Life is not perfect. Budgeting is not perfect, but budgeting at least gives you that peace of mind once you are knowledgeable and aware of your situation, of how you can maneuver things around, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing. You know, I don't plan on having any other outings this year besides going to see my family, hopefully this summer. So my cash envelopes, I may just pull that money from there to apply it towards this. My other thinking was applying this here because these credit cards are with Capital One is large. My Discover credit card, when my mom passed away, I took ownership of her account. I paid it down and so forth, and then my husband passed away and things kind of went out of control. Whatever. I paid that card off a couple of times. Why am I back in debt? Because I went through a lot of situations where I needed income, obviously, right? And I turned to credit cards. I was in a funk and I've spent more than I should have. But that's why I have been budgeting for over the past year and some months, and it's been very, very good for me. Sorry I'm kind of going off topic, but I love budgeting. I really do. Yes, this right here kind of had my heart pumping, and I was like, oh my goodness, I really dreaded writing this out, but now that it is written out, I know where I stand. I feel good. So my other thing was, I was thinking about transferring this balance over to my Discover credit card because my mom and dad, they had a good low APR. Whereas my Capital One APRs, they're kind of high. So I was thinking, hey, it wouldn't hurt, but it depends on how fast I can pay this off. My other thinking was, hey, Candace, take that $1,000, right, from your emergency fund and apply it towards this. Get that paid off as soon as possible. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Balance transfer, because I'm not going to have any extra income, y'all. It's not that easy anymore. Or should I use my emergency fund just to pay that off and still just be left with just $168.88? Let me know. I'm very interested to know y'all opinions. But I'll talk with you guys soon. Bye.